Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. We are here working on the Sporran and Kilt panel today.
I'm not little, please.
You will be. I will make you little,
Thank you.
a little Marcia,
Yes, thank you.
which makes Marcia happy. I went ahead and poked the holes that I needed to in the piece
Uh-huh. Okay.
instead of pounding it
The pounding.
where I had added the back piece to it.
Yeah.
Let me tighten these stitches back up. There we go. That little bag out of the way. Get the scissors out of the way so they don't mistakenly cut my threads. And I had planned on, I tried to set up the live earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it went through, but evidently StreamYard didn't play nice and it actually didn't set it up. I had originally set it up much, much earlier today.
Huh.
Yeah. And then so I'm a little frustrated that it didn't go through. Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome.
I might go ahead tonight before I log off and set up my next live. Or when I
Yeah.
log off, go ahead and start setting up my lives in advance.
Yeah.
Like a day or two before.
Yeah, that way everybody gets a little heads up earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Sally.
Hi, Sally. Yeah, my son-in-law just got here and he's heading home anywhere from noon tomorrow, heading back home.
So he wants to be home before the hurricane weather comes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You might need to go do stuff there.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Do I still have water at my... Well, I have a dehumidifier running, a heater running, and a fan running in the basement. If I do not see a significant, and I do mean significant improvement on the floor tomorrow, I am going to start ripping out carpet. Hi, Brenda. Yeah,
You could just cut a section.
Well, that's what I'm going to do, is because we have a lot of stuff down here. We have multiple people's stuff here. I'm going to take it. I'm going to move the stuff from over here to over here, cut out this section of carpet, dry the floor, move stuff back over here.
Right.
Then cut out the next section and do the same thing and just keep shifting things until I get all the wet stuff cut off.
Yeah. Do you think it traveled that far, the water?
Well, I know it traveled at least 4 feet out from the wall, which is not significant when you're talking about 30 feet of from wall to wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brenda, this is a lovely silvery gray.
Isn't that? I like that color. Yeah.
And the gal wanted gray, and I thought this was a beautiful gray to work with. Hi, Beverly.
Hi, Beverly.
Yes. And the dehumidifier actually has not been on that long, but there's already water in his tank. So that means it's working.
Yep.
I will make sure that it gets emptied tonight before I go to bed.
Yeah, because by morning you're going to need somebody to go down there tomorrow morning and empty it real quick.
And then tomorrow morning we'll empty it again. Yeah, we'll empty it multiple times.
Yep.
My daughter was like, "We got to put water in it." I'm like, "No, you don't." And she goes, "Why does it have a tank?" And I said, "Because that's where it captures the water." I said, "Basically, it sucks in the air, yanks the moisture out, dumps the moisture into the tank, and then throws the air back out." And she's like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah. Does yours have an automatic shut off?
I have no clue.
Well, after the video, see if you can find the model number, make and model number, and I'll tell you. Because mine does. Mine, when your tank gets full, it has an automatic shut off so that it it shuts down so it doesn't overflow the tank.
Oh, you know what? I will get another tub and I will put it inside of a tub and I will put something in it to rise it off the bottom if that's the case, as a
Yeah, but
fail
it
safe.
still runs. If it runs out that thing, it can still hit electric. So you're better off. Hopefully, it has a um, when the tub gets full, it automatically shuts off. Mine
I
does.
mean, it's not that old, so that's a possibility
Yeah, if it's
that it
not that old,
automatically.
it probably is because most of them have it. The newer ones.
I need to check my swamp cooler I have and see if it will suck if you don't put water in it, if it would suck the water out of the air. It can be used as a dehumidifier.
I don't know if they do.
I will have to check
Mm-hmm.
because that would be ideal because I have a big one of those,
Yeah.
which I don't like using because you normally would put water in it and it makes the air really moist.
Moist, but you don't want it. You want the air exactly opposite. Yeah.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
And hi, did I say hi to Beverly Ray?
I
If not,
don't.
hi.
Yeah, hi, Beverly. I don't think we did. Let me ask. How big is your unit? Is it over 2 feet tall and about?
Oh no, it's little.
Oh, see, mine is over 2 feet
It's like a
tall,
one roomer.
and mine is a foot and a half.
I might have to order one.
Yeah.
I'll just have to find magic money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, with everything going on. Yeah. Wish you were closer. I'd
Well, we
loan
had
you
a
mine.
lot of extra expenses with this,
Oh, God.
and I don't get paid till Friday. So,
Yep.
I'm not ashamed to admit that. Yeah. We've had
Well,
a
hey.
couple of things that happened this year. This year has been hell. This year has killed my savings and everything with the even though it doesn't seem like with the trailer getting stolen, having to rent a trailer to get home, and then having to go back to Texas to pick up the trailer after it was recovered.
Yep. The
Added
car
expenses.
accident. The car.
My car getting trashed. Even though they paid for it, there were still some added expenses to me.
Yep.
So yeah, there was several things, and then this water thing, and yeah.
Yeah, that puts a hole in anybody's budget.
And last year we had the septic tank stuff go on.
Yeah, well, hey, the thrills of home ownership.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I'm on sewer. Because all I have to do is replace a sewer line. You know.
Well, this one will be as soon as I can find $10,000 to $15,000 laying about.
Oh, so you've got the option of hooking to a sewer,
Oh
but
yeah,
you got
the sewer connection is on my property.
aha.
When these houses were built, there was not an option,
Right.
but they decided to put in a new school. Let me see,
Yeah.
it's over there, not far from the house in that direction.
Yeah.
And in order to do so, they absolutely had to have septic or sewage, regular sewage.
Yeah, because otherwise they have to have a little sewage plant, which stinks up the whole freaking neighborhood, to be honest.
So they went ahead and got permission from all the property owners and ran the sewer line on the back of our properties.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before I owned the property.
Yeah.
So all the way back there is a sewer line. And what's really cool is on this property line, well, like my property's here, on this property line, almost to the property line itself.
Uh-huh.
On my property, there's a thing for sewage.
Uh-huh.
On this one, right at the property line, there's a thing for sewage. So on both edges of my property. This one over here is the one that's closest going from the house down. It's almost a straight run downhill.
Oh, good deal.
So they just have to come in and they have to cut a path through my woods. The property is 1.5 acres, but what I call the yard, the part we mow, is only about 1/3 of that. The rest of it's woods. So they'll come in and they will cut a road basically from the bottom of the property, from the bottom of the yard, all the way back to the sewer line.
Yeah.
Wiping out everything, all the trees and everything, and wipe it to a road. I will go back, and first thing I will do is I will throw that big, thick black plastic down and rocks.
Yep.
So that I can keep that path.
Mm-hmm.
But then this is after they get done. Then they can dig a trench from here at the house straight down. They can dig it at one steady depth because it is a downhill slope all the way.
Fantastic.
The
Then you
guy
don't
told
have
me
to
that
keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper. Yeah.
Yeah, he said my yard was like a dream yard for the people that do septic work, because they don't have to go, well, we start out at 12 inches up here and we end at 24 down there. Yeah, he said mine's not like that because of the slope of my property, that it is perfect. They can dig X number of inches down. Well, what they'll do is they'll go down here and see how far below the surface the inlet valve is. And that's what they'll cut it all the way up.
Yep.
And what I'll do is at the back of my yard where it's flat, there's a flat section. I'm going to get them to put a T in it where I have a capped off pipe coming to the surface. Because that back there is where I want to put the tiny home for like a guest house.
Right.
And so
now, did they bother to tell you that when you connect to a sewer line that you're supposed to fill in your septic tank?
Yes, that included the cost of pumping out the septic tank and filling it in.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I absolutely want to do, because that section that's on side of the house here where the septic is where I'm going to make a parking pad. Which would give me access to the basement, because I have a walk-in basement. It would I could put a path to the basement and to the tiny house in the backyard.
Yep.
Hi, Samantha.
Hi, Samantha.
So
that would be perfect. Yeah, because it was right before we bought this house. They had to hook it up to a sewer line, and they had to fill in the septic. They didn't realize they had one guy do the sewer line and a different guy, instead of the same guy, do the fill in. And it cost them more than if they'd have one guy, because filling in that septic can be expensive, because they have to pump it out and then fill it in.
Yeah. At first,
someone said, they're supposed to come back.
Someone said, why don't you turn the septic tank into a swimming pool?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, right.
Like, ew.
Ew is right.
First of all, ew. Second of all, it's not big enough.
Yeah, right.
It's deep.
Yeah.
But it's not that big.
Yeah. And they're supposed to come back after like 3-4 months if you've had rains, and check the settle of the dirt in it, because if they don't, sometimes the dirt will go down into the septic fields, the drain lines. And so you lose some of that dirt. So you've got airspace.
I think they should cap it off. In my opinion, they should cap off where it goes to the leach field.
Yeah, but they don't. Most of them don't. And so they're supposed to come back in like 3 to 4 months and add, once it's settled and this is what it is. Now it's so much dirt in there, it's not going to do anything. And they're supposed to cap it off. The people that did this did not do that. And when we bought the house, one guy said he knew where the septic tank was. And he said, has this septic tank been checked? I said, I don't know. We're new owners. He opened the old lid of the septic tank and he says, this needs to have dirt added. So we had to add the dirt so it didn't cave in and cause us a problem.
And the good news is as soon as I switch it over, I will spend $10,000 to $15,000 switching this over to city sewage.
Mm-hmm.
and it will increase the value of my house far more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I will be the only one in our neighborhood on
Hi,
city.
Crimson.
But what I want to do is I want to talk to the neighbor that's on this side of me
Mm-hmm.
and see if he's interested in joining in. Because if so, what I'll tell him is he could, because his septic tank is on this, our septic tanks are on this, in between the houses. They did
Yeah.
it to
So
every other
they're on
fair.
the same, on your one side and his other side. So they're next to
Mhm.
each other, basically. Yeah.
And so I'm going to ask him if he wants to go in on the price that I will allow him to cut across my property from his property into my property to go into my same line. And he can split the cost of going through the woods with me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, his will also cost
A fortune. Yeah.
$10,000 to $15,000.
Now, here's the next question. Here's the next thing. You better check that out legally, because if there is a sewer line problem, he would have access to that property, and that may put a
It's right.
cloud, that can put a cloud on your title, that people don't want people in their yard, in the future owners.
Well, it would only be in the back, and it would only be right at the property line anyway.
Yeah.
We could actually run it on the property line.
Yeah. That's what you should do then, is so that you're both responsible for it. And that means you cannot run a fence. The fence would have to be inside the property line, a foot or whatever,
Yeah. It would have to be accessible.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't have a problem. I mean, because it's like the people across the street, in order for them to have access to it, they're going to have to run the sewer lines across our properties. Because there's a street here. The sewer line runs back here. We have a group of a whole thing of houses back here. Then there's a street and there's houses on this side. The houses on this side do not have access.
There's not a line behind them?
No.
Oh my God, theirs is a freaking fortune. Then
Because the
there would,
neighborhood
okay,
was
there has
built.
to be, the city's going to have to make an easement
Mhm.
on each side of the property owner.
Because this neighborhood was built well before that sewer was put in.
Yeah, so there's going to have to be side property line, what they call easements, for access to the sewer lines.
Let me see something.
Unless they set that up when they did the sewer line, that there is now already an easement.
Let me see when the school was built.
Hi, Hannah. You didn't say hi to Crimson either.
Hi, Crimson, Jezebel, and hi, Hannah. Yeah, the school didn't open in the houses. This neighborhood was built in 1997.
Mm-hmm.
The school didn't open until 2004.
Yeah.
So this neighborhood was built and established for a couple of years before they went, oh gosh, we need another school. Oh gosh, we have to have a sewer line.
Yeah.
And they had a choice between our neighborhood and the neighborhood behind us. And I guess it was easier to get our neighborhood to say yes.
Yeah.
Which is funny because the school is on the other side of the creek. And they didn't run it through the other side of the neighborhood on the other side of the creek. They ran it on this side. So the sewer line actually crosses the creek. I wouldn't eat anything out of the creek anyway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. This is fun. Where's my flashlight?
Yeah, I was wondering about that, because you're getting into a narrow area there. Thank God you at least widened that a little bit.
Yes, sewing this the way I'm sewing it is if it was a small, and unfortunately I can't show you the inside while I'm sewing it. You just get to watch on the outside. Because this is it. You can see the needle come through here.
Yeah.
But I'm lucky that all of these holes so far, knock on wood, are aligned perfect. And the fact that I'm using these stitch savers that Marcia gave me.
Hello, Francis. Welcome.
Hi, Francis. The stitch savers help keep the stitches in alignment. So they make me happy.
We need a happy Tori.
Well,
Not one like the other day, melting.
It's been 24 hours.
You're better now?
Last time at less than 24 hours is when we had a catastrophic failure. And I found out the wrap stuff that we have is silicone based, and it actually will work like a cast. It gets hard. It hardens.
Oh, fantastic.
So it will actually help lock that seal in.
So you wait until tomorrow to hook it down?
Yeah, I want to give it a little bit more time.
Yeah.
For my sanity.
Yeah, we don't need a yesterday.
And then this weekend I'll decide how much, if I'm going to start ripping carpet out. I'm tempted to, because it's something I want to do. But at the same time, it's like, wow, that's a lot of work.
Yep.
I mean, obviously we can cut it in smaller sections to take it out.
Yep.
Because it's not like a big job that we're getting paid for. So it's like, rip it up into sections that's a foot wide and 2 foot long, and rip it out and throw it in the trash. And just
Hannah
keep
says,
doing it.
Yeah. It's fun because I've ripped out carpets before and in sections because they didn't have any place to move the furniture. It was a friend and I was helping.
Mm-hmm.
And so you move it all to this section and you take out that one. And then you move that to over here, back to where everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's playing musical furniture.
Yep. But I'm also going to be working with, my grandkids are going to be partially of who's doing this. And so not saying you have to haul out this huge, heavy section helps.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we can put it in smaller sections and we can run it out the back door of the basement into the trailer.
Right.
Because my lawnmower, we have a trailer. I bought a trailer for the lawnmower after we moved here because of the hill. Mm-hmm. I was smart enough to say, you know what? I am not a spring chicken. I am not running up and down that damn hill hauling stuff. It was one of the investments I made when I bought the house was I'm buying this trailer to go. Well, I bought the lawnmower, first of all. And second of all is I bought the trailer for it. I opted to buy a trailer for it.
Yeah.
Smartest 2 things I ever did, because that trailer has been used a lot.
Yeah, my son-in-law and daughter use theirs a lot too. Because they've not only got, they had to buy a heavy-duty trailer because he's got a big tractor. And so when the tractor has to go in for its service, my daughter winds up loading the tractor on the trailer and you have to strap it down. God knows what strapping it down to just, go over as a whole hunk, trailer and all. But anyway.
Yeah, well, this is a trailer that locks onto the back of the lawnmower.
Oh, yeah, it's a little one, yeah. Theirs is a huge one.
We've used it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Hannah says, I'm debating what color to paint my nails as I've just removed my gel polish and prepped my nails to repaint my nails.
Purple. Purple is always perfect.
I wonder why that is. That's funny. Tori's favorite color, purple.
Because purple.
Well, I did fall asleep with my boot on. but it took a little while because my foot didn't like it. But I woke up about 7 instead of 7:30, and I automatically, because okay, my right foot I don't have arthritis in. Thank you, good Lord. My left foot, I have it in the main joint of the big toe where it joins the foot, you know. I have it in that big toe joint. And and all of a sudden that was bothering me like crazy this morning, and it woke me up because the pain. And when I told you earlier about it and you mentioned it, I proceeded to do some looking. And yes, it's probably one of the reasons why I do point that foot more.
Because for some reason it gives it some relief.
Yeah, makes the big toe not be in agony. So yeah, so I've got to find a happy medium for the two, so I can sleep with the boot on, but yet not have it pointed so far that it caused me an Achilles tendon problem. Oh,
You can also do exercises where you put your toes on a board
oh
and
yeah,
then put your heels down, and that will stretch your Achilles tendon.
yep,
And so you might have to start doing a couple of exercises during the day to
oh
do
yeah.
that.
In yoga, they have a strap that you use, and you
Mm-hmm.
put it right above your arch on the padded part of the front of your foot, the top
Mm-hmm.
near the toes. You put it there, and you lightly pull towards you, which brings that foot up more instead of a 90-degree angle. It's up more, you know.
Am I the one cracking?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to mute this one.
Hannah said it's a toss up between glittery lilac or glittery light pink. I like the lilac. And Crimson says she loves the colors black, purple, hot pink, and black. So black and purple, and then hot pink and black. Yeah.
Am I getting echoes? Yep.
Yes, you're echoing crazy. Well, we lost that camera. And while you're at it, you didn't put your little banner across the bottom. I just noticed with your email, etc. Can you hear me?
Okay, did that fix the echoing?
Talk some more.
I think I'm finished with echoing, right?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Now
What
you
I
got to
did was I
swap
pushed the
pictures.
sound through the computer.
Okay. Switch the pictures and put your banner up on the bottom.
Yeah, that's the only thing is when I do it this way, I have to use I have to put my computer session of StreamYard on the thing as well. So that's the little hat one. That's the one connected to my computer.
Yeah. Okay, now you're in business. Okay, now we're going. We got all our logos. We got all our little banners.
I can skip the hot pink, Crimson. I'm not a hot pink kind of gal, but that's okay if you are.
Yeah, hot pink does not look good on my skin, but I like the color, but it it's not for my skin tones.
I have never in my life been a pink person.
My mother-in-law she had a sister, and her mother always dressed the sister in blue and her in pink. Always. She never she never got to wear uh, blue, and her sister didn't get to wear pink. So when they got older, guess what? They switched colors big time. My mother-in-law was blue, and her sister was pink. Most of their clothes were, because they got tired of wearing them when they were a kid. The other way, it was crazy.
And for us, I always wore purple, and my sister wore light blue because she's a March baby.
Yeah.
So all her stuff was flagged for aquamarine blue,
Mm-hmm.
and all my stuff was purple for amethyst.
Yeah. She says Crimson might paint her toenails dark purple. Have to see how she feels when she's getting ready to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, today I finally finished during a little mini break I had. I finally finished filing my nails down to a reasonable length again. First, I cut some of them because they were ridiculous, and then I filed them. About 3 or 4 more days, I'll have to do it again.
That's insane. I wish my nails grew like that.
Oh, mine do. It's ridiculous. It's why I can't get my nails done, professionally, because I'd be there you know, anybody else goes 2 weeks or 4 weeks to get their nails done, and it doesn't look too bad. Mine look ridiculous in 2 weeks. It looks like I've been 6 weeks without doing them. It's ridiculous. I used to bring my own nail polish when I had my nails done when I was working, because at least I'd paint where the nail wasn't. The artificial nail wasn't the gel or the you know what I mean, the coating.
Mm-hmm.
I'd paint even up on my own nail above it so that it didn't look like the big gap in there. And then when I'd go in to have them done, they'd have to strip the polish off my nail plus the artificial nail covering it. And I didn't have to have any caps put on my nails to lengthen because they just used my nails as the base. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, but a lot of women would just like do almost anything to have nails like yours that just grow beautifully all the time.
Yeah, mine grow crazy. Yeah, I can do my right hand. I paint my left hand beautifully, but when my left hand, yeah, it's not too cool. I'm not ambidextrous, okay? So I have to literally put my finger down on a steady base, and I have to put my left hand down on the steady base and paint carefully with them both holding still so that I can do it. Otherwise, my right hand looks like a kid did it.
I always paint my right hand first.
Yeah, because it's the hardest one for me to do.
Yep.
Yep.
Now I'm at the corner. The corners are these are hardest.
Oh, yeah, because it's not very wide to get your hand in there. And yeah.
Well, it's also the curve.
Yeah, the curve and the difficult no space.
And make sure you pull corners snug.
Yeah, because otherwise it puckers. Well, your package went out today. Oh, did you
Sweet.
ever check? Did you ever check and see if it got registered yet?
I have not.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be easy enough for me to see if I have a new package coming to me. I use the shop app. And it tells me what packages are coming to me. Yeah, there's nothing new on USPS.
No, UPS.
I mean, UPS. Let me check UPS itself.
Yeah.
I have to have my password for that. Let me do it on the computer. Might be easier.
Because they say it's supposed to be there Thursday, is what they told me. And that'll give you plenty of time to put the Velcro in, and you turn around and get it out by Monday.
Yes. It will not take that long to get it out.
Yeah. Because all you got to do is sew the Velcro in around the top on the bag itself. Because I already did the Velcro on the inserts.
Ouch. I stabbed myself.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Do they show it yet?
It's getting there. My choice. I'm not upgrading to some premium service. No.
Yeah, right.
Skip all that stuff and just go to the regular UPS My Choice.
I'll be off the chat a second. I'm gonna go check mine and see if I get the tracking number to come up. Hold on. Okay. Oops. Tracking number. God. Could they make this any smaller?
Well. Yeah, I think they could. And I was lucky I did not have to run to the UPS facility today to deliver the phone, the replacement phone that was non-workable.
Uh-huh.
When he delivered my other one. Okay, no, it is not registering. When he delivered my other one, he
took your old one?
Yep. I said, if this is a return, can you take it? He's like, well, of course I can. I said, you rock, dude. Sharon, I don't know if I said hello to you. Hello, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. Okay, it says that. Okay, it hasn't been picked up from my local little store yet. it's saying the label has been created.
Yep.
But it's not been scanned by the UPS main office yet. And it says, from me to your town, 4.1 pounds.
$1 bazillion.
Yeah, bazillion dollars. You ain't kidding on that one. Swear.
I'm going by feel at this moment. There it is. I am sewing blind right now.
When I used to have my nails done, I had a little diamond stud that I used to put in one of my pinky nails because they were, back then I grew them long enough that they drill a hole right through your nail, the covering, the whole bit, and they literally screw a little stud in the back. So you got a hole in your nail. And when it grows out to the point that they got to take it off, they just fill in the hole and they drill it someplace else.
I would rip those off.
No, they don't get ripped off unless you break your nail because it's drilled right through the nail. And mine don't break that easy. I only have one that breaks easy. And that's because I slammed it in a car door one time. And it's got a little flaw in the base because of that. And it cracks there sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time.
Come on. I can see about where I know where I need to be. I can almost see where I am. Come on. I can push the needle up against the leather and I can see where it is.
Yeah.
And it is just not going. You know what? I bet I can do it this way just as easy. There it is.
It's arguing with you?
Yes. Quit misbehaving. These daggum corners.
Oh, honey, my nails grow so fast. It's every 3 to 4 days I have to file and cut.
And Ollie is fixing shrimp tonight. Ollie had taken shrimp out for last night, but with the catastrophic issue we had, I was like,
You mean
yeah,
the meltdown?
let's not try to, do a big dinner. And Jeff's like, we got chicken patties.
Yeah, right.
Chicken patties with cheese, tater tots, and some vegetable.
Yep. Well, tonight we had chicken rice and peas and a little salad and applesauce. And so, yeah, that's what we
I
had.
need to get some applesauce and some thick pork chops.
Oh, Publix has their own Greenwise brand
Mm-hmm.
of organic applesauce. They have the sweetened and unsweetened. I get the unsweetened and it's delicious.
Have you ever cooked pork with applesauce?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I need to.
Oh, how's your hip and knee and all that doing today? Better?
It's there.
But is it better than it was yesterday after your running?
It's still yelling at me.
Oh, it's still. Did you put more stuff
It's still
on?
yelling. It's still saying, I can't believe
You did
you
that.
ran uphill.
I used to take the lidocaine patches, and they worked great.
Oh, wait a minute. I have lidocaine.
Oh, the lidocaine patches?
I wonder if I can put a lidocaine patch. It's for my back, but I wonder if I could wrap that around my knee.
Yes, you can. They work great. I used to put it on the left hip. That's, as I said, everything on my left side's a complete disaster.
And thank you to everyone pushing that thumbs up. If you've swung by and you have not done so, please do so. If you've stopped by and you have not subscribed, go ahead and push that subscribe button. You can come watch me sew on dead animal skin at any time. This
Yeah,
is the Chill Chat.
with the little ding-a-ling when you subscribe, hit the little ding-a-ling so you get all the notices.
My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling, won't you push on my ding-a-ling?
We're keeping this a family-friendly channel. Let's not go for
That was. I asked him to push my ding-a-ling, which is the
Yeah.
notification bell.
Right.
So you can
Oh,
see how.
yeah, I've got chronic pain too. Between my shoulder from surgeries and my hip and my knee and my foot. Oh, the shoulder's the right side, but the hip and the knee and the foot are on the left.
Let's see.
That looks nice. Yeah.
It's a third of the way finished now.
Mm-hmm.
And how long have we been on?
48 minutes and 22, 23, 24, 25 seconds.
And I did my greetings and got half of or a third of this done. So yeah, we're on the uphill slope.
Yep.
Topher's dog must be hanging out in the kitchen, trying to find him. Trying to find her. She sneaks. You tell her, stay out of the kitchen, and she'll go and she'll lay underneath the table. And then when you're not looking, she does that belly crawl.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she'll sneak a little bit closer into the kitchen. And before you know it, she's up under your feet again. And it's like, get out of my kitchen. She jumps up, runs, and jumps under the table. And then repeats the process. So you wind up having to tell her multiple times, get out of the kitchen.
Holy cow. From C2 to T1, replaced and fused.
You have more shrimp.
Ooh. And now you have a torn rotator cuff is so painful. Oh.
Thank you, Ollie.
Hello, Ollie. Or is he gone already?
Mom's. Ollie will be back in a second.
Okay.
Tell him to stop by and say hi. Stop by for a minute. Okay, Ollie's here.
Hi, Ollie.
Hello.
That's Marcia.
Oh, I'm Marsha.
Hi,
And say hello to
sweetheart.
the rest of the chat too.
Oh. Hi, chat.
That's my Oliver, the artist, the artiste.
Hannah says hi to Ollie.
Yes, we're trying to heat the air to make the water evaporate, so the dehumidifier can suck it up and rip the water out of it, and the fan just keeps things circulating.
If there was a window there, that'd make it much easier.
Yeah, because I'd stick a fan in the window and just blow it out.
Depends on your humidity outside. Down here, you can't do that. It's too humid. You'd be trying to dehumidify the whole outside.
Well, it's going to be hotter than poop down here. I hate it, but it is what it is.
Elizabeth, Hannah, Elizabeth, Carol, and Francis said hello to Ollie.
I will make sure I tell Ollie, because Ollie done run upstairs again. He doesn't stay down here much with me.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a trooper yesterday with cleaning up the water.
Yeah,
Wet
before you're
carpet
on, I heard him vacuuming like crazy.
Yeah, and wet carpet is one of those textures that is not working well for Topher's autism.
Mm.
It's one of his textures, and he didn't know it until he encountered it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I can't handle this. I can't handle this. And so he was hauling out some stuff. And Ollie was cleaning up.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm back on the easy stitching.
Did I tell you how I got my dehumidifier?
No.
I've only had it about 2 years. And in the town I live in, when people don't want stuff and they don't want to bother with a garage sale, they just put things out in the front yard and say free. Put a sign up that says free. I was driving on a road that I normally don't ask me why, but I was going to a different place and I realized, oh, I forgot to go here. And so I forgot. So I took this one, take this way and loop back. Okay. Went down this road and all of a sudden I stopped like on a dime. And in the yard was this little table, a dehumidifier. What else was there? I got picked up something else too. Anyway, they were still bringing stuff outside because they were moving and they didn't want all this stuff. And they were going to be gone. They couldn't get a yard sale in. So they're just putting it outside free. And so the next thing you know, I stopped and I said, is this? She says, yeah, it's free. If you want, take. And I said, oh, thank you. I grabbed that dehumidifier first, honey. And so I must have been the first person down the road that when they was putting this stuff out. And I think I picked up 3 things. I picked up the little table. It's in the garage. I picked up the dehumidifier. And I can't remember the third thing I picked up. I gave it to my son. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, we in North Carolina, we had free cycle.
Hello, Sharon Freeman. Welcome.
Who are you saying hi to?
Sharon Freeman. I didn't.
Oh, hi, Sharon. Sharon Freeman Pace.
Yeah, I didn't. She was up there and I didn't catch it before. I was a boo-boo. My fault.
Let me see. Oh, my subscriber count went up again. I'll make it to 500
Fantastic.
eventually.
Yeah.
500 is my first goal, and then 1,000 will be my second goal.
Yep. I don't like taking anything. So if I can do it externally, yeah. I don't like
Okay,
taking
please.
pills of any kind, pain or anything.
No, I'm the
But
world's worst. I'm the first one that'll tell you what to take, and
yeah,
I don't.
yeah, I don't take it. That's why the doctor put me on the lidocaine patches. I just love those things. But I don't even use those very often.
Thank you, Carol. That is what I strive for. This
Yes.
is like Zen space.
Yeah. We can talk about our aches and pains, our food loves, the
We can talk
color of
about
our.
anything other than drama.
Right. That pretty much says it all.
On rare occasions, drama can. I lived in Raleigh for 10 years, and then I lived in the Burlington area for 5 after that. And then I realized I have no family there other than, oh, wait, I had no family there at the time, and decided that I would just leave. Jeff had no family in North Carolina. He moved to North
Donna's.
Carolina because of me.
Yeah, welcome, Donna. She says,
Welcome,
well, well,
Donna.
if it isn't that crazy lady who plays with dead animal skins, lol. Hello, Tori and Marcia.
You know it, Donna. Well, that's cool, Sharon. I used to go into the Durham area. I worked out of RDU area. But yeah, after a while, it was like I was thinking about buying a house. It's like it's time. I just want to buy my own house. I don't want to deal with landlords anymore. Um, Now I second guess myself on
Yeah,
that
right.
decision.
That's why I'm going to get ready to sell because I don't want the responsibility of home ownership anymore. I've got
Marcia
enough.
said I don't want to be grown up no more.
Yeah. As my girlfriend says, I don't feel like adulting today.
And so, we thought about it, and it's like, why would we get a house in North Carolina when neither one of us have family here? And my family is down on the coast. His family is in South Carolina. We were in Georgia all the time visiting friends that live in the Atlanta area. Atlanta is between his family and my family. So let's move in this general area.
Yeah.
I basically laid down, this is what I want. And the next thing I know, I sent out a call to friends. It's like, I need a real estate agent in this area. And someone gave me somebody. My husband gives me a list. I call the man. I say, these properties. He goes and checks and says, we can go look at them. You want to look at them all in one weekend? We looked at 6 properties in one day.
Yep. Sounds like what my son and daughter did.
And that was on Saturday. And we put in an offer on this house on a Saturday, and on Sunday they accepted. But see, the house had been on the market, and they had recently lowered the price because it wasn't selling.
Yeah.
Within 6 months of buying the house, the price went up on this. The value of the house went up.
Yep.
Because property values started going up. I bought right at the end of the buyer's market. So I bought when prices were running really low. And after the prices have gone up ever since.
Yep. Well, mine I bought heck in 81. And talk about a price increase. Holy cow. I don't know how people afford houses nowadays.
very carefully.
Yeah,
If you're
'cause
a
my
first-time
house.
home buyer, you need to check in your area and check with the different banks for all programs for first-time home buyers.
Yep.
Take advantage of every one of them.
Yep.
I paid $70 to take a class on buying a home. It gave me $700 off my closing cost.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that was, I saved what, $630 right there.
Yeah. Hello,
But
better in your pocket than somebody else's.
there's all kinds of buyer programs like that. And
Mm-hmm.
because of my bank being a first-time home buyer, you had to put less down, which is a trade-off.
Yeah. Because your mortgage is higher, your payments are higher. Yeah.
And
I
it's
only
one of those
paid.
things you have to
I paid
evaluate.
$82,500 for this house in 1981, and now it's worth over $600,000. Is that ridiculous or what? It's absurd.
Our housing prices are ridiculous, if you ask me.
Oh yeah. I don't know how my kids were lucky and able to, you know, to get in when they got. And actually the people had 3 contracts on it. Theirs was the third. The first one they didn't qualify. The second one had an argument about something that the homeowner wanted to take away, which affected the roof of the house because there's solar panels on the roof, and he wanted to take the solar panels off. And they said, no, that it makes me need a new roof sooner, And so that fell through. And then they decided, okay, they're going to have to leave the solar panels, but those people moved on already. And then and they lowered the price because it wasn't selling. And my daughter and son-in-law came in and offered him 20,000 less, and they took it. And when
Yeah,
they
we
had it,
offered less than the house, than the
yeah,
original price.
yeah. And
And
then
my
when the
my guy and I had already discussed it. This is what we're going to offer. If they counter with this, we'll accept it anyway.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
we had already
that's what they
negotiated
did.
all that.
And then when they had it appraised, for the mortgage and everything, it was worth $45,000 more than what they even offered on it. And they accepted the offer. They didn't counter. The only thing they countered with was that they needed a month to get out. So, yeah.
And my landlord in North Carolina worked with us, which was nice.
Yeah.
They wound up
How?
selling the house after we moved out. I think we were the only reason why they didn't sell it. They originally bought it as an investment for their grandchildren,
Uh-huh.
and then their grandchildren were disinterested in having real estate.
Crazy kids. Oh, well.
So they started selling off all the properties and
Mm-hmm.
just banking the money from it
Yeah.
for the kids and grandkids
Yeah.
inheritance later on.
Sharon, how long was that $60,000? What year was it?
And it also depends where that is.
Yeah. Theirs is now worth a small fortune. Of course, they've upgraded a lot too.
Hello, my darling. Evil Jeff is my darling sweetheart husband.
Yes. Oh,
He is
Jeff,
the crazy man that tolerates me.
I remember, Jeff, you're going to really hate this. I remember gas at, guess what? 23.9 cents a gallon. That's how old I am. As Tori
Well, you got
says,
a few years on Jeff.
yeah, I got a few. Just a bunch, as a matter of fact. Almost 15. Oh,
But Jeff, what Jeff is great at is it's finding houses. I want at least an acre of land. I want it this many square feet in the house. I don't want the neighbors nearby. I don't want to be able to shake hands with my neighbors through windows.
yep.
I want it this far from downtown Atlanta. But I laid out my rules of what I was looking for, and he found me a house with acre and a half of land, bigger than what I had planned on getting for the house wise, within the right distance of Atlanta, but also very close to the Atlanta airport.
Mm-hmm.
In an area that has not yet been eaten up by the city. So we're still classified as county property.
Yeah.
Well, he found all the properties we looked at, all 6 of them. There was another house we really wanted. Really,
Cute.
it looked like a 1970s porn house. Is the best way I could describe it. I'm talking mirrors on the ceilings, bedroom doors that were glass doors instead of solid doors.
Yeah.
But the
Mm-hmm.
layout of the house was so freaking cool. It had such potential. The basement opened into the garage. So the garage was on the very bottom level,
Right.
and the front of the house, that was the basement. And the basement was broken up into rooms, like storage
Mm-hmm.
rooms. It was the coolest house. But what was really funny, and I'm going to throw numbers because I don't remember. It's like they had it listed for 225. I offered them 200. They countered with 250.
With 250.
They counter offered with a value more than what they had it listed for.
Goodbye.
So we, without a hesitation, no. And lo and behold, not a month after we signed on this house, they had contacted my agent, lowering the price of the house.
Still be interested, yeah. To see if you'd still be interested, yep.
Lowering the price, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what was funny is they had lowered the price to what we had offered.
Your evil Jeff is evil, he says. That was before I had to buy it, and then he gives me a emoji with its tongue out. Yeah. Before he had to buy gas at that price. Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, you walk into that house and it was like, bow, chicka, wow, wow.
That's what he said. Serious, gave off a serious chicka chicka bow wow vibe.
They had a room with 2 queen-size beds and mirrors on the ceilings and walls.
Oh, yeah.
And the door to the bedroom was glass. Like, I can see you.
Samantha said her grandmother bought a retired bordello house. The kitchen wallpaper was not PG rated. Oh, sorry, Carol. She said, I lost my only son. He passed away in 2021. So sorry, Carol.
My condolences.
That's the hardest thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. My mother-in-law, when my sister-in-law died and she was still living, she took that really hard.
It's the pain you don't wish upon your worst enemy.
Yeah, you don't want to go before your kid. You want to go before your kids, not after. Yeah.
And that was the only way when someone asked me, was we were talking about it, and I said, it's a type of grief that you would not wish upon your absolute worst enemy.
Nope. Nope, I agree with that. Oh, it was themed?
Yes.
He says the master bath was themed. All mermaids, dolphins, and sailboats.
And the shower had high shower heads and low shower heads.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
You better believe it.
But over the garage, they had this huge, amazing room. I think they were putting in like a little gambling studio or something. It had a almost finished half bath. It had an almost finished bar. And it was two huge rooms that would have made an amazing studio for me.
And your other half says, and jacuzzi tub.
Well, I still got my jacuzzi tub.
Yeah, but you don't have the bow chicka wow wow house.
No. And it was also an acre and a half, and it was a corner lot. And it had the most amazing tree outside that would have made a cool Christmas tree. That baby would have got strung with lights and kept lights on it year round.
Yeah. You don't want a corner lot down here. Because would you believe you get taxed by road frontage? And you got your property size, plus you get a little with so much road frontage. So if you got road on two sides of your house, you get more taxes. No, but I'll take an inside lot, please. Prayers for your son's friend that lost
Oh, I must be missing something.
their 14-year-old daughter, Elizabeth.
Oh my goodness. Yes, prayers to them. That's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that's how we got on this topic. My grandchild brought me shrimp and pasta.
Ooh. Ooh.
He cooks.
F. Pate, I'm so sorry you lost a child too. Oh,
It's a club we don't want to be in.
Yeah, it's a club I don't want to join. No offense. Oh no! And it was a twin daughter. Oh, it was a twin. The sister must feel like crap. Evil Jeff says it's nom noms. My grandson, we used to say, "Here come the yum yums." So when he was older, he would say, "Mimi, I need some yum yums." I need some yum yums, Mimi.
I taught Ollie how to make etouffee.
And how is he doing it?
Same way I do it.
So it's good etouffee then.
Yeah, that's how I tested my recipe. Because I went from this is how you do it to I need it in writing. So when I wrote it, hi Terry Silverstone.
Hi Terry.
I wrote the recipe and had to figure out measurements. Oh, Marcia jumped out, and now I got to throw her back in. Get back in here.
Well, I don't know why. I was saying I think I may have to check. I may have to go off for a little bit and go out to my Wi-Fi and
Kick it.
Yeah, do something like that. Yeah. Yeah. My poor daughter talked to my son-in-law, and she says, I've got most everything ready. Whenever you can get us here as soon as you can. So he's leaving early tomorrow to get up there in time. So by the time it majorly hits, if anything happens, because they have one tree that is near the house that could cause them trouble. Okay, Sharon, eat your good yum-yums.
Come back and see me anytime.
Yep. Oh, yeah. When I lost my parents, it felt like that. First, I lost my father. Then, a little over 20 years later, no, actually, a little less than 20 years later, I lost my mother. And when my mom died, it felt like, and here I am, a family of partially grown kids. And yeah, I felt like an orphan. You know, even though you're not really an orphan now because you've got another family, but I still felt like an orphan.
But you can't call mom.
Yeah, I can't call mom.
And this is what's crazy is my mom used to send me, this is how simple life can be. She used to send me king cake for my birthday. Because my birthday is close to Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
When the next year started coming around and it got close, the realization of not having king cake just kind of threw me. And there's this gal who got my address and has sent me king cake every year since my mother passed.
Do I know this gal? Has she been on the chat?
What's that?
I said, do we know this gal? Has she been in the chat?
No, we do not know her.
Okay.
Even though the gal you're talking about absolutely would have done such a thing as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, this gal has bought me a king cake every year. She figures even if she's having trouble, the last year it was like she bought the king cake and said it'll be at your house at such and such date. And then I saw her make a post about how she lost her job and was going to be moving.
Oh, geez.
Everything going on, and she put making sure I got a king cake as a priority.
Yep.
I made her a nice bag and sent it to her.
Of course.
Because that's what we do for people.
According to Robbie, I've never eaten Tori's etouffee. I've got the recipe, but I've never eaten it. And because it makes too much. I'd have to have a whole freezer just of etouffee. I'd be eating it for a year.
No, you make it when your son-in-law is going home.
Yeah, send it up home.
And you send some up there.
Yeah.
You make some for you. You make a pot. You bag some up for meals. And then you send some to her.
Yeah.
My grandmother always cooked like she was cooking for the neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom used to too. But we had a freezer in the garage that was always full of stuff.
No, my grandmother's food always got eaten. My grandmother fed the mailman. I mean.
Oh, she fed a bunch of people too. But I swear she was cooking for an army. It was ridiculous.
I lost my parents within a short time of each other. Jeff and I were already together. I think my dad hung on until mom passed. Because even though they were divorced, he always said my mom was his only true love. But his inability to keep his wick in his pants is the reason why they wound up getting divorced.
Yeah, well, that happens. Okay. I pull the dummy again.
Hmm.
I have to go out to my car
Did you
because
forget something in there?
I left something in my car.
We are on the uphill climb now to this last side
Yeah.
of this bag for the Sporran.
Then you get to. Are you going to do the snap and everything before you start the front panel thingy?
Yes, I will finish this one completely.
Okay.
I'll put the little loops in the side with the hooks on it and everything.
Guess what?
What?
My bananas are getting a little riper, so maybe by tomorrow I can put one out for my husband to have. One. You noticed I said one?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't put out the whole batch. There's 7 in this group too. He ate 7 in one day. That was ridiculous. And they weren't small bananas.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I guess with what he's going through, it makes him childlike in that he
Yeah.
doesn't think about
Yeah, he
what he's
gets
already
bored.
had.
He gets bored and he doesn't realize that he just ate a bunch. And he goes and what else is there to do? Watch TV and because he can't go out and walk around. I can't trust him. He can't do anything else anymore because his mind just isn't there to do it. And so he goes to the refrigerator and eat, sees what's in the kitchen, scans the refrigerator, sees what he wants, and eats continuously. I swear, every time I see him, he's in the kitchen eating.
This is going to be so cool.
My daughter proceeded to inform me that when my husband years ago made a set of um, stained glass windows for the doors into our den, because it's like um, open the middle bar doors, type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it had just originally clear glass panes in the door. And he says, I don't like that. I says, well, okay, figure something to do. He looked at having other people do it. Said they want too much money. I just laughed. And so next thing I know, he goes and proceeds to get all the stuff and the equipment and everything and makes the stained glass windows.
Hello, Jennifer Mason.
Well, hello, Jennifer.
Good to see you here.
Oh, oh. Baked apples. Oh, I love baked apples. Yeah, they're one of my faves.
Jeff is around here somewhere.
He was he was in here chatting and being his usual evil self.
Jeff has known Jennifer longer than I have known Jennifer. I actually met Jennifer through Jeff.
Well, you guys are not going to believe this. I have this nasty habit. Tori knows my nasty habit, and it's
Yes.
called smoking. And I just bought cigarettes today, and
Have you misplaced them?
yeah, can't find them.
Did you check the bags you put in the garage?
Uh, No, I didn't buy them at the same place. I don't
Mhm.
buy. My grocery store, would you believe, does not sell cigarettes.
Interesting.
And the grocery store I shopped at today, let's put it that way. And I for sure thought I put them in my purse to come in the house with. And I just went through my whole purse, and they're not in. I have this cavity called a purse. I should lower this, make it smaller, but then I can't carry everything. But now I can't find where I put them. Where in the heck did I put them? I know I had to put them someplace where he wouldn't get a hold of them because he does not like me smoking, and I have seen him throw them out.
Mm.
But I already looked in the garbage can earlier for something else he was throwing out, and they weren't in there.
Hi,
So,
Peggy.
hi, Peggy. So I don't know where they went.
I appreciate you stopping by and listening and stuff,
Yeah.
even while you're doing other things.
Yep. Now, where did I put them?
I do not mind the lurkers.
Nope, lurkers are good too, as long as they're nice lurkers and don't cause drama.
Yep.
Crud. I'm gonna have to go out in the garage.
Working on that last third of this bag stitching for this part of it.
Well,
Doing good on time.
covered every place in the house that I could have put them, and I don't find them. They'll show up someday. I just don't know when that day is.
Do you have some more?
No, I have to go to the store now. And that's a problem. Because when I go to the store, somehow I can see you, but I can't hear you or talk to you. I,
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know why.
So Marsha's going to go radio silent for a little bit.
And run. I can't believe this. Where in the heck would I put them?
Peggy,
Turn around.
everybody needs a space that they can go to that's no drama, so I provide that.
Um. All right, guys. We will not tell you that I found them, and we will not tell you that they were practically under my nose. Okay.
Okay, Marsha.
Oh, good Lord. I'm losing it.
So you're not going to the store, is that what you just said?
That's what I just said. Yeah. I found them. Yay. Ah, Lord.
Well, at least you didn't like go to the store and find them in your car when you got back in the store, in the car.
No. I went and looked in the car.
That would be my thing. I would get all the way to the store, buy a new pack, get in the car, look down, and there would be the pack I was missing.
Yeah, no. These were practically literally under my nose. I mean, I'd have tripped at them, over them, but somehow I didn't.
Why were they in the floor?
Um,
I'm messing with
no, they
Marsha.
weren't in the floor. Yeah, we're a Swiss sanctuary space. Yeah, we're neutral. You got it. Okay. All right. I got all my stuff back again. I can relax again.
I think next time I have to make a Sporran, I'm going to ask them if they want it more round at the bottom, like a traditional
Yeah, because
Sporran.
the Sporrans were more rounded. Yeah. I like Evil Jeff. To paraphrase the U.S. Armed Forces, we can neither confirm nor deny the presence of nicotine delivery systems at this facility. Thank you, Samantha. She says, "Oh, all you nice lurkers, don't forget to smash that thumbs up, and please remember to touch the ding-a-ling for all so you don't miss anything." Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
make yourself useful.
Touch my ding-a-ling for all notifications.
Yep.
Now someone's going to say something about Tori telling people to touch her ding-a-ling.
Yeah. You can tell I went outside, can't you?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the nice humid air in the basement is helping me breathe. You notice what I haven't been doing?
Yes, coughing. Yeah.
And it's humid as heck down here because I have a heater running to help evaporate. I have the dehumidifier running to suck up the air and suck the water out of it, and then just a fan for circulation.
Yeah. Jennifer says, as long as there can be confirmation of the caffeine delivery systems within a diet format, I'm golden.
There's my caffeine delivery system right here. I told you where I had to put the new the coffee maker, didn't I? Yes.
Yeah, my son-in-law looked at me crazy the other day, and I said, it's got to go in here or he'll break this one. Because he sees in my room, he doesn't come in yours.
You put them where you got to put them.
Yep. And so he's got a coffee maker in his bedroom. And he had to go to a court case thingy today with his job. And so when he was on his way back, he texted me, I'm on my way home. Would you please take his coffee mug, which is, insulated and all that kind of stuff. And he says, and put it in the back of my truck. And I said, full of coffee? He says, well, you don't have to do that. I said, hey, it's in your room and so is the coffee machine. I'll make your coffee. So I made him a big cup of coffee. And I said, okay. So when he got there, I walked the coffee out to him. He got in his truck and had to take off to work. So, yeah. Because he took an Uber downtown because you don't want to park downtown.
Yeah, when it's cheaper to take Uber than what it is to park your own car.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And plus you don't want it hit or ransacked or anything else. Yeah. Yeah, Evil Jeff, I agree. If you don't have too much blood in our caffeine systems, we don't turn into psycho serial killers. Yeah.
Jeff lives with me. He makes sure I have my caffeine.
Yeah.
As do the grandchildren.
Hello, Tessa.
Hi, Tessa.
I should not have gone outside.
Well, if you would have remembered where you put things.
Yeah, well.
I love this. This is a thread burner. On the end of it is a wire.
It's a zapper.
And you can literally just You push this button and it heats up and it cuts through thread. Just so easy. And that means that when I have thread sticking up, I can use it to melt them, which causes the smoke.
Which also makes a little knobby at the end, which helps it
not pull through.
Pull through, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking, not stroking. That was the topic of discussion yesterday. Clarence Cotta.
Tessa wants to know what you're making, so I'll let you explain that to her.
I am replicating the Sporran in this front panel for a kilt. The lady bought a kilt and it's set up so you can buckle in different front panels. So you have a basic black kilt and you dress it up with all these different looks. And she got the purple one, and the company that made it went out of business. So,
yeah, they do use something like that to cauterize in the ER.
And she asked me to make her a gray one. So I made this, but it's a little bit bigger than what she had.
She wanted it bigger, didn't she?
And she needed a little bit extra space.
Yeah.
And so I finished the main bag. I have to put the loops on the sides with the clippy doodles and the snap.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to shorten this. Make it come up more.
Read what your better half just wrote.
Oh, hush, honey. Actually, I do not list my videos for children. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, with some of the equipment you use, not smart. And yeah. Where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Okay. Well, to me, I got the circle of death, and you came right back.
I'm right here. Where are you, Marcia?
Yeah, well, as I said, I may have to go out and kick my Wi-Fi.
I did a late stream yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if on Saturdays I should do a later stream in the evenings when I can.
Yeah.
Like Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah. How far in advance does someone have to give you for an order?
It depends what it is and what else I have going on.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, there's no hard shelled answer. Depending on what other commissions I have, it could be a week. I did finish the skulls. I will show you skulls because I'm actually proud of those skulls.
That looks so cool.
So we already, I know that I've shown this a few times. I got stuff I got to give Robbie in here. Everybody had seen the little skull.
Yeah. With his diamond tooth.
Here's a little diamond tooth over here. And so that is the first one I did. That is the one that was commissioned. This little fella. I just threw something on the floor. What did I throw down? I'm losing my mind because I felt something hit my leg and there's nothing there.
It was your
was it my mystery tool?
Yeah. Are you a leather spirit or something?
Damn it. Is it? Oh, there it is. No, it's my tool of many uses.
Ah, your tool. Oh, but that thing's dangerous.
Mm-hmm. It hit my leg and fell. Let me scooch my chair back.
This is so cool.
And I've got him clipped and pinned right now.
Yeah,
Clipped and
so that you can
reshape his teeth.
right.
So this is the one. I made it where he has a shape to his jaw because we know our teeth don't go straight across. Our teeth actually do curve. I've got to work on pinching his nose a little bit to give him a definitive nose there. But he is finished. And
He has a zipper. He cool.
these zippers so that someone with a head my size can put this on. And zipper it on their head. And this lines up to my eyes and my nose lines up right there.
Yeah, and scare the bejesus out of somebody.
Complete with all his little hatchet marks. And hatchet.
Yeah, somebody did a number on him. They beat him up because they cracked the skull in a few places. Yeah.
Let me give him a bridge of his nose. I need to get me some leather pieces to stop it from marking this leather, the underneath leather.
Yeah.
I do it like, that is not going to work.
It's too fat.
Yeah. He has a big nose. But that's okay because when all else fails,
we'll tie him up.
You use the alternative method. Dude, I will do shibari on your nose. Shibari is the art of tying.
Isn't that awesome? I think that is the coolest thing.
So now his nose will get formed by just leaving that there.
Yeah, because his teeth look good now. You got his teeth good.
Yeah.
Yeah, his teeth look good.
I'll probably put the former back on it. But yeah. Thank you to everybody who says I did a fine job. I appreciate you acknowledging that. And I'm sending some keychains to Robbie for him to sell. And something to him personally. I have to see if there's anything else I need to ship to him.
I hope I didn't forget anything. I kept putting everything in and around the small box that I had till I found a bigger box. I hope I didn't forget anything. I was trying. I do know that the pieces that had to be in there are in there.
The most important is there.
Yeah.
Sweet. I told Kendra you were getting ready to send it, and then she takes priority on my list. But yeah, I'm really proud of that.
Oh, that is beautiful purse.
Let's see if there's not enough
that you
space.
made her, and the doggy bag is the pouch is good, beautiful too.
Let me see what kind of scraps I have laying up here of this gray.
where's Scully? I haven't seen him.
He's been hanging out over there, out of the way.
Oh.
The Scully family is.
Okay. Just making sure Scully's still got his girlfriend. Okay. She's still pretty.
Now, eventually I'll get back on making my roses with amethyst centers.
Yeah.
And I have to check with Robbie if he's going to send me more of those amethyst points
Yeah.
to make those with, or if I'm going to make them and sell them.
Yep.
I'm thinking. Let's see.
What you making?
I'm thinking I'm going to double that. Obviously, they don't have to be that long. Ooh.
Yeah. Hmm.
Which will sit here.
Put it up a little higher because your LadyToriJones leatherwork thing is in the middle of that scene. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that would make it sturdier. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Let me see if this one's long
Do
enough.
two of them and glue it.
No, that's too short. That's too short. Okay, so I need longer than that.
And you
I
have
keep
to make it.
scraps until I know what I need.
Yeah, and then you got to make sure it's not too wide to fit your D ring.
I thought I had pulled out the pieces I need for this. But I guess I did not.
Yeah, aren't those little hats crazy? She made the miniatures of. Yeah.
I make the full size hats as well.
Yeah, she makes the. But with that,
That's how I got the patterns for the little ones. Was the patterns, the guy I get most of my patterns from, he actually gives you the layout of the pattern. And so it's basically, it's the same pattern, but it's in miniature. And I felt it necessary, don't ask me why, but I felt it necessary to make miniature hats. So I did that. I'm going to put this head over here. There. The head was in the way. Okay, now I need to move some stuff around so I can.
Yeah, Jennifer, except this Scully is because he's a skull. So he was nicknamed Scully. Mr. Scully.
Yes.
So he doesn't have a molder from X-Files, no.
No, he's not an X-Files Scully.
No.
Ours are a little bit bigger than those. Let me see if I have the next size up from these. So I do have this size.
Okay, what color, Hannah, did you finally do?
These are wider, but they're smaller.
Jennifer, you're nasty.
What does
Well,
she
not
do now?
nasty. She's a Scully and Boner. And
Scully. No, Scully is the boy.
Scully's the boy. And Scully has a girlfriend, Mrs. Scully now. Yeah. Scully and Slim.
I got to decide which one I'm going to use.
I like the smaller one.
And the ones that were on there were the more industrial.
Yeah, looking ones. Yeah.
These would be wider. Let me see if that fits this, though. No, actually it does because of the width of this. It would fit that better.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'll do.
And it would distribute the pressure on it better. Or the pulling, actually. Jennifer's femur and lemur. Okay, we're going a little crazy, gang. Tibia and terrible. Tibia the terrible. Okay. Scully and Ivory, Scully and the Pale Lady. And Hannah still hasn't decided to tell me. Oh, she went with the lilac. Okay. Okay. Nice. Metatarsal the merciless. Oh, Lord. You guys are reaching here.
Let me see if this is the right size. They are. Now, it's going to be this thick. And I know you cannot see what I'm doing.
No, we know you're folding over. Are you going to glue them?
I got what I need. Oh yeah, I'll do stuff. But it's what I was checking because the side of the bag is 2 layers at the top.
Right.
Oh wait, this is going to be 4 layers.
Yeah, you'd be sewing through 4 layers.
And so I was checking the length of these. Of the rivet.
Aha. Gotcha.
And so that one covers all 4 layers, or 6 layers plus the cap.
Yeah.
And then it'll smush it together.
That would actually be sturdier.
But I don't know why I did that when putting stuff in my drawer. Yes,
I
these
was
are
naughty. Last time I went to Costco, I bought hang on, I can tell you how much this thing weighs, which is a lot. Oh, God. 3 pounds, 14 ounces of milk chocolate M&Ms.
Ooh, yummy.
Mm-hmm. So I've taught myself a long time ago how to eat an M&M, not chew them, let them melt in your mouth and suck on them, and then you get to the milk chocolate. And I love it. So I'm sitting here. So if I lisp, It might be that I'm sucking on an M&M. Mm. Oh, I have to make a list, Jennifer. I can't walk the store. When I go into Costco, I cannot walk the store because I wind up getting half of the store. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I make a list. And now that I know my store, I hit the aisles I need and I don't go other places unless I see an ad out for it. And it says, oh, here, you need this. I'm sorry to say, Jennifer, but you got 3 of you in the house. There's one of me eating this, and it won't last 2 weeks.
Start there. That's too wide. No, actually it isn't. 1.5 inches wide.
Yeah.
Which is,
Oh yeah. They got
less
some.
than the
They
bag
got
is.
some neat pre-made stuff. I found waffles and pancakes. Ah, because when I get up, he wants to eat right away, and I need coffee first. So this way, I can go to the freezer, pull out some pancakes, throw them in the microwave with some butter, and I can at least get him fed while my coffee is being made. Give me a break. I'm breaking my coat. I'm chewing them because I don't want to suck and sound like I got a lisp.
Sorry, I'm being smart ass.
Yeah, I get their toilet paper. I get my mocha drinks. Yeah, I get certain things there that are, I get their ground beef, their organic ground beef, and their chickens, organic chicken. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I stock up. And some steaks and a few other things. Yeah. I hate shopping there because I come out broke.
So do that. If I,
Oh, Jennifer, that's mean. You didn't ship me any? Oh, she thought about me this morning when she had her blueberry muffin with her blueberry coffee. Oh,
we also have Sam's Club, but I don't know if my Sam's Club membership is good anymore.
mine isn't. I have all 3 of them here too. BJ's, Costco, Sam's Club.
Sam's is actually the closest to us.
Mm-hmm. I also have one of the giant Walmarts.
We have 3 super Walmarts close
Actually,
by.
Jennifer, that's the way I spell my name. I'm an Marsha.
Hers spelled it Marcia.
Yeah.
Darn voice to text.
Yeah, I'm an SHA. As a matter of fact, because my middle initial is L, I got a notice for a draft. They thought I was a guy. They thought I was a Marshall and maiden name. And I got a draft notification. I had to take my body down to the recruiter's office with my notice.
Not it.
And I said, "You drafting women now?" And they said, "No, why?" And I handed them my paper. And I said, and my driver's license, I said, "Well, looks like it." Ooh, I will take a picture of that.
What are we taking pictures of?
Amazon ships the Green Mountain Wild Blueberry Coffee. I will do that.
Is that the stuff Jennifer's been talking about that you wanted to try?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now somewhere I'll have glue.
And my daughter laughs at me because my grandson loves blueberries. And she says, "I wonder where he got that from." I said, "Not me." And she laughs because I do love blueberries.
I'm pretty sure that's where Topher's love of purple came from.
Yep.
Either that or he just has good taste.
That may be true too.
He's the reason why I have purple hair. He was the one that said, "Mimi, you could rock the purple." But when I realized I could color my hair because I wasn't going in office anymore, and my hair could be any color.
Yep.
And we were at the house and I said something about it. He goes, "Mimi, you could rock the purple." I said, "You think I should have purple hair?" And he says, "Uh-huh."
Well, that started it.
And he was young. And I was looking the other day at how long I've had purple hair. It's been a long time. I don't know if I can see myself with my natural color hair anymore.
My hair doesn't do well if I try and dye it or, yeah.
You're limited to what colors you can put in your hair.
Yeah. The red doesn't do so well.
You could do purples.
Yeah.
You could do a light purple wash over it, and the gray parts would go with that purple color. And your reds would
Except I
still
don't
show
have
through.
gray. I've got Snow White. If you pull that one of those out of there, out of my head, and look under a microscope, it's all Snow White.
I call it gray, but yes, it's your white hairs. They would color different than your red hair.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd have natural highlight.
Yep.
Shades of purple. I'm gonna have to get some distilled water down here to put in my glue. It's getting thick. And this glue can be thinned out with water. Lord knows I put
Do you
too
use
much.
distilled water in it, or is just tap water okay?
No, I would use distilled. I wouldn't want any kind of contaminants in it.
That's what I thought.
It's just like I put too much glue on here and I won't put it back in the jug.
No, because it contaminates the jug then. Yep.
And I buy it by the gallon, so I don't understand anyone who does any major kind of leather crafting that doesn't buy their glue by the gallon. It's like, why on earth would you buy it by the quart?
Cost more.
Well, some of them it's like, well, it'll dry out. And it's like distilled water.
Mm-hmm. Jane, Evil Jeff says, I have two mini-me's who are not so mini, being in their 30s. Younger physically looks like a clone. Elder is my brain on steroids. Oh my God.
Yes, it is. Tech wise, his eldest is the computer nerd plus. Good morning, Terry.
Well, good morning, Terry. Oh, Mr. Terry, sweetheart Terry, Saturday, you should be receiving a container of catnip
To your new house.
to your new house via Amazon.
So your cats will be happy.
Yeah, you can get them drunk in their new house.
This roller pushes all the air bubbles out of the glue.
You're welcome, Terry.
I did give her your mailing address
Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten it.
because I know you two were talking about it, and she said something about sending you some catnip. And you said, yes, please. So therefore, that told me it was okay to give her your address.
Oh, dear.
What?
Just got notification that there'll probably be rolling power outages all over Florida because of the storm. Lovely.
And I know
He said,
Robbie
that's
was
okay,
doing.
Tori.
Well, I figured you was going to give it to her anyway if she said she was shipping you some catnip.
Yeah. So you got catnip coming.
Your kitties will be happy.
Yep.
Your kitties wanted me to give it to her.
Yeah. Heck with Terry. The kitties wanted it.
So I got this strap sitting here. That 1.5-inch strap fits these clippies really well.
Oh, good. Perfect.
And
it fits right inside the bag.
It fits inside my stitch line here really well too.
Good deal.
So I'm going to take this and set it up here to dry. Out of the way. Clean up my glue. I use a lot of baby wipes.
Yeah, they'll be stoned for a few days, Terry. Now, I will tell you this. Put it in something like an old sock, but
That's exactly what I was going to suggest.
But then when you take it away, because you're going to have to take it away once they get so zoned out, put it in a glass jar and seal it tightly.
Yeah, something you can seal it with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clean up a little bit.
Because I had some tea I brought into the house, I think I mentioned one time, that I have. It was tea mixed with catnip. And my cat never got on my counters, my tables, nothing. Where are we going? Elizabeth?
Where am I going?
Yeah.
Today is Tuesday.
Elizabeth said, everyone please go.
Go smash my thumbs up.
Oh, I hope, I
I
guess.
don't know.
And I brought the tea into the house, not thinking, set it up on the counter. Actually, the dining room table. And next thing I know, I turned my back and to go into the kitchen, came back out, and my cat was on the dining room table, just going crazy over that tea. She could smell it.
That is what she meant. She said, please go smash the thumbs up.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, show Tori some love. So, yeah, I had to put that tea in a jar and seal it. Because she was going crazy. You'll have every cat in the county around your shed, Terry. Because if you don't seal it in a glass jar, they can smell it, I swear. It's terrible. Their noses are like radar. Yeah, no smashing of thumbs when you smash the thumbs up. Just
Don't smash your thumbs.
No, just nicely tap on that thumbs up. Don't smash your thumb. Well, I've had enough sugar overload for tonight.
And yes, I'm writing on my leather. I'm marking it to do something.
Yeah, he will, Hannah. He'll have the neighborhood cats all around his shed or in it if they can get in it.
Sweet, that marked it. That's
Yeah, you need to seal it in a glass jar of some kind. I think it does come. I think this one, I think I bought you one that comes in a jar. But once you put it in something, you got to seal the whatever it is it's in, like an old sock or something. You got to put that in another jar and seal it. Yeah. I had a neighbor who didn't know what she was planting. She found this stuff and she found some seeds and she just threw them on the side of her house along her driveway edge. It was catnip. She had every cat in the neighborhood zonked out on her driveway. I
Well,
mean, it looked like a drunken whatever.
will they hunt?
Okay, you have a non-related question. What does it mean that channel puts you on a timeout?
If you came in here talking smack and I said, please don't, and you said, I don't care what you have to say, I can do what I want to do, we can put you on timeout so you can't talk for a period of time.
Yeah.
And there's different times that you can do. And if they come back and they continue to do it,
You just block them
then you
after.
make it where they can't talk no more.
Yeah. It's a permanent timeout.
But it's just, it's like if you're just talking smack, and so I can time you out for 30 seconds and say, Okay, Tessa, we're not going to have that discussion in here. You've been timed out for 30 seconds. When you come back, if you continue, I'll make it longer.
Yep.
And you come back and everything's fine, then we're good to go.
It goes up to 600 seconds, and then I think is.
Hi, Brent.
Hi, Brett.
Yeah, and some do it just to shut you up for a little while.
She says, ha ha, explains, I was shedding light on the shady. Kool-Aid is not. Okay, so you got timed out. Yeah. Yeah, they time either that or they permanently blocked you. Yeah. Take your choice. Yeah, smashing burgers is fine. Yeah, just not your thumbs. I agree.
Who's talking about smashing burgers?
Jennifer. Tessa says she was sent to the naughty corner.
Yep. Basically, they said, bad girl.
Yep. The bad part of that, Samantha, is every cat in the neighborhood will know, and they'll all be drunk in your yard or your driveway or wherever you're putting it. Yeah.
Will they eat the mice in the woods, though?
Yeah.
Will it cause them to want to eat the mice? Will they get the munchies afterwards?
I don't know if they do get the munchies. My
See, if they
daughter's
get the munchies afterwards, then I want to throw some seeds in the woods behind the house.
I don't know if it'll make them too drunk to catch the mice, though.
Because giving them something that makes them high in a field of food would not be horrible.
Brett wants to know, evening, your stitch tool, what or where from?
What I use for making my holes. These are Rango tools. I don't know if you can read that on here.
No. Spell it.
I have Cinnabrook. I find these as good as Cinnabrook, if not better, and I can get the whole set. I got the 5, the 2, and the 1. I got the whole set plus a hammer for the same price at 1 Cinnabrook hole punch costs. For the Cinnabrook hole punch that has 5. I bought the whole set for the same price. And they work as well.
Evil Jeff is saying, Tori, Samantha keeps encouraging people to touch your ding-a-ling. Tell her to stop touching me.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean the cats in the neighborhood. If you've got any cats outside, honey, they're going to be in your yard like gangbusters.
But see, if I throw it in the woods, I'm okay with them being in the woods as long as they're eating any mice that might, field mice and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Out there.
Yeah, because they do have to eat. Yeah.
And I can't remember the brands of needles that I use. They're the good ones. Oh, let me see. Wait, do I have those over here somewhere? No, I don't have my good stitching needles. This is my leftover needles that they send me in all the different things. None of my good stitching needles are in here.
Okay, Jennifer, we'll let you put your hand over your mouth to not be in timeout looking mischievously.
Yes, Rango is the brand of my hole punches. Rango. 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 Oh, sorry.
That's like bingo. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I think I shortened it enough that that's going to land where I want it to.
Samantha says, I'd say just the scent of a bunch of stone kitties would be a mouse repellent. Yeah, that might work too.
Brent, if you're looking to get in touch with them, you can take my email address from scrolling. I think it's either scrolling across the screen, it's pinned, in the chat, and it's in the description. And send me an email asking me how to get in touch with Rango. I got in touch with them through Facebook. They were hanging out in a group there, and someone posted their information. And I verified that they were legit and not some kind of ripoff artist through other people I know that had bought from them. And I contacted him and said, this is what I want. He said, this is how much you send me. I sent him money, and he kept giving me status updates. And before you know it, I had tools. They also send you more replacement tips. That's these pieces. They send you more replacement tips than Cinnabrook does. And I'm not knocking Cinnabrook. Cinnabrook is a fine piece of equipment. But when it comes to performance versus cost, I'll take my Rangos. Actually, I'm lying. I got 2 sets of 5s. Of the 5 and 2 sets of 2s because I got them at different spacings. I got them at 2 different spacings that I needed. So I got 2 of these, plus the single, and a hammer for what I paid for a Cinnabrook, one Cinnabrook 5-hole punch. Yeah, I like that look better.
I don't know, Jennifer. I've never been able to ask the cat. She says, I wonder if catnip is more like alcohol or more like a hallucinogenic for cats.
It's supposed to be like Mary Jane.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a little, yeah. I don't know if it has the same munchy side effects.
Evidently, people smoke the Mary Jane. Smoke the catnip too.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I read something about it recently. When I was looking up stuff regarding catnip.
Yeah. I think I told you about it, and then you were looking it up and said, oh, interesting. And then you started reading.
People smoke catnip?
Yeah. They said it's not as potent as Mary Jane. When the catnip is cast away, the putty tats will play. Yeah, the putty tats will play.
Not people's. Come on, bend where I want you.
Oh, Carol Crazy's gonna leave. She says, have to thank you all. Thank you for having me. I got to charge my phone for Lemur's Crayola tonight. See you there. Thank you all. Night, Carol. Yeah, I didn't know it until I was looking at, because I tried to buy the catnip here in the U.S. and shipped it, Terry. And guess what? They don't allow that. I found out they can't ship to the Netherlands. And so I had to go to Amazon in the Netherlands and buy it and get it shipped to Terry. And so that's how I wound up doing it. And in the process of looking up why it can't be shipped, it's because it's a dried plant material. And evidently the Netherlands doesn't like imported dried plant material. So, and in the process of finding that, I found out some people smoke this stuff. And I'm going, what?
Weirdos.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it had an effect on humans.
Evidently it does. But they said it's not as habit forming and so forth. Yeah, you can, Terry. I got it off the Netherlands Amazon. I bought it off of Amazon.
You'll have to send him the link.
Well, if he goes on his Amazon in Netherlands, he should be able to find it.
Okay, remove my markings what I love about these pens that I use is that you can just wipe them away.
But that's your little wipe thing that takes it off. Yeah.
Water. You can use just plain water.
Uh-huh.
How do you like the humidity down here, Lily? Yeah. It's a sauna down here.
Terry.
It is
That's
a
how I
freaking
got it to
sauna
you.
down here. I think I might make my way to that window over there and find a way to open it. Have that window open during the day. Maybe I'll put the fan over there sucking air out.
Okay, let me know when you get it, if you get it Saturday, because they said Saturday is delivery for you. I'm assuming that's your Saturday.
White chocolate blueberry Oreos.
Oh, jeez. White chocolate blueberry Oreos falls over, calculates how much insulin I have. No, Jennifer.
It calculates how much she has to take per Oreo.
Yeah, right. And see how much she has. So how much Oreos can she take?
Yeah, buddy, I can see it now. Okay, so now
I used to put my catnip when I had cats. I used to put it in a jar, seal it, and then put it in a box, wooden box, and close the lid on it. So yeah, that's the only way. And when I would open that jar, oh man, she was right there. I swear you, I didn't even have to count. I didn't even count to 5, and she's there. Oh, Jeff likes dark chocolate, huh?
Yep.
Ooh. Well,
The darker the better.
yeah, I was eating my M&Ms, so I got my chocolate fix today.
The man loves the dark chocolate. And it's funny because once upon a time when Lily and the kids lived with us before, and the kids were much younger, they did something silly like steal Jeff's chocolate.
Oh dear. But they didn't realize it was dark chocolate?
No, they each took a bite. A singular big chocolate. And realized chocolate was nasty.
Fantastic. He says his last A1C last week was 6.4, so he's happy.
Yes. Jeff is doing amazing. And Brent is in Nova Scotia.
Ooh.
That is cool. I need...
Jennifer says, fist bumps, Jeff. Mine was that way last time, too. Sweet. Oh, no wonder they didn't like it. 85% cacao.
Yeah, the kids decided not to be getting in Jeff's chocolate ever again. And since they've gotten older, they have not gotten in his chocolate again after they had that dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Neither one of them actually like dark chocolate now. This is going to be the hard one.
Yep. Do you have a little piece of wood?
I do.
But you're not using it.
I am going to have to use something in here when I go to put it all together.
Yeah.
Let me put up my hair. It is humid down here. I'm going to have to clear out some stuff so I can get to the window. I'm pretty sure that one has a screen on it. so I can open a window and let some of the humidity out of here. Well,
Let's
crap.
see. 82 carbs for 2 Oreos. Divide by 7. Pray for a day of running back and forth. Giggles.
So, Jennifer, you basically have to have a day of vegetables and Oreos. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And just a little bit of protein to keep the glucose up overnight.
Does Jeff like coffee too?
Oh, yes.
So she says, so evil Jeff would like the dark chocolate covered coffee beans then.
Oh, I eat those.
I do too. We don't tell anybody. Ah, because
I
you
got
get a caffeine
introduced to
prick.
chocolate covered coffee beans
Oh, they
when
are
I was
so
in Denmark.
Oh, they are so good.
One of the places we went, put them on our plate with our coffee. And I just kind of looked at them. And I said, those look like coffee beans, but they look like chocolate. And they're like, and they laughed at me. They go, yeah, they're chocolate covered coffee beans. And I
They're
said, oh,
delicious.
and what do you do with that? And they picked them up and put them in their mouth and chewed them up and ate them. And I'm
They're
like, are
delicious.
you guys serious? And they're like, oh, yeah, we eat them all the time. It's a great boost.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried it and I liked it. Went to the store and bought some while I was on my trip and consumed large quantities of them.
Yeah. You didn't need as much drinkable coffee because that takes care of that caffeine fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you like between 72 and 90% for low carbs and high antioxidants. Yep,
Didn't mean to put my face in the camera.
that's okay.
Hi, folks. I have to redo. We had a stuff-a-lanche where my shelf fell and stuff went flying all over the place, but I caught the computer so it didn't fall. And I still have not recovered from that.
Yeah, because a few other things happened after that in the process you were trying to fix everything. You couldn't get to it because a few other things happened.
I had snaps. Where did my snaps go? I just had snaps.
You pushed them up toward the top where the tray is that has your.
No, that's not snaps.
Oh, that was the rivets. Yeah, sorry. Excuse me. You stabbed that purse.
I did. I did indeed.
The problem is you get started on chocolate covered coffee beans and you can't quit. They
Do I
are.
want to use rivets or Chicago screws? Chicago screws are more sturdy. What I'm playing with are all the containers that are going to be emptied into the drawers. Like all this stuff. All of these will start getting put into the drawers that I have in this cabinet that are like these drawers. And I have some bigger ones. Aha.
Yes, Samantha, it does. It gives you a definite kick in the butt, so to speak. Yep, sure does. Jeff is saying, speaking of coffee, do you need any Miss Tori or are you still good?
I have coffee.
Okay.
I have coffee. These are caps. That's the ones I want. This does not go into there. This goes this way.
I have a friend that loves the hot pepper dark chocolate. Oh, it's you can get a mild, a medium, and a hot, and the hot is hot. Let me tell you. Yep.
And that goes into there. And that's his butt. And that goes on that side of the leather. These go there, and that snaps into there. And holds it together. Yay, I got a snap.
You only using that for the front snap?
Yes, that's the only place I have snaps.
Okay.
But while I'm in here,
Jennifer, you're bad. Tori, I wouldn't be opposed to a charcuterie board and Oreos, meat, cheese, Oreos, low carb, and Oreos. LOL.
okay, the grommets I need are going to be over to the other side of the room.
She showed me the brand of this chocolate that had the hot pepper infusion in it. I don't know if it actually had chunks of the hot pepper or if it was the liquid of a hot pepper. I don't know what it was. But she gave me a little. Yeah, no. I had a little taste, and the hot one, no. Sorry about that.
What, you don't like hot pepper chocolate?
Well, I used to be able to take hot, spicy stuff, but after chemo, nah. A few things changed. My body says it does not like that anymore.
Huh.
Somewhere I was yesterday, I saw a cookie and cream coffee. I don't remember.
Where you was?
Yeah, no, I don't remember where it was. It was in a little specialty shop. It was Saturday. Where did I go Saturday? I'll have to remember where I went Saturday. I know it was Saturday, but I can't remember.
Rearranging.
Oh, if I ever have a problem with garlic, I'm gonna cry.
I better not ever develop an issue with garlic.
No, I better not either.
It's like garlic is a staple in my diet.
Oh yeah.
You have
Oh,
meat and garlic and potatoes and garlic and rice and garlic and pasta and garlic and shrimp and garlic and pork and garlic and garlic and garlic and
yeah, right, exactly. Well, would you believe it just said to me that I'm supposed to be getting rain showers, which wouldn't surprise me. I'm going to look where that little sucker is and if I'm getting the offshoots of it already, which is what I'm beginning to think I'm getting. Nope, it's not there yet.
excuse me while I choke myself over here. Oh. I'm sitting here looking for the tool I have sticking out of the bag.
Nope, it's not up high enough. So but it is showers coming off of it. But they're coming up over Cuba and coming to us. So yeah, I am starting to get little bits. They're little ones right now. Right now over Cuba is some serious rain, man. Over the southwestern end of Cuba. Yeah.
What side goes? Let me check this out. That is funny. They didn't use the right insides for these snaps. That drives me crazy when they do that. It's a silver snap.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't use silver insides.
That's poor quality control. I agree with you, Jeff. There's not a thing that's too much garlic. And I make a garlic butter with fresh garlic. I squish the heck out of it so I get all the juices and everything. And I soften my butter up and I mix it all in with the butter. And then I put it back in the refrigerator covered for a day so it really soaks into the butter. And then I make garlic bread and stuff. Oh, I love it.
Marcia likes garlic a little bit.
Jennifer is calling it a night, but leaves drinks of choice and snacks aplenty for all. Rest well, have joy, peace, and comfort, and coffee of whatever flavor that suits your fancy. Big grins, night all.
Good night, Jennifer.
Night, Jennifer.
Rest well, darling.
Oh yeah, never too much garlic.
It's like I've had people fix stuff and they're like, "Oh, I hope I didn't put too much garlic on it." I'm like, "What are you talking about?
There's never such a thing. Yeah.
What is too much
If
garlic?"
you take the garlic and you crush it, you chop it in chunks and then you crush it, but in something that you can keep all the juices and everything, and then you have soft butter, and then you mix it thoroughly in the soft butter, and then put it into a little bowl or whatever, put a lid on it and put it back in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. You'd be surprised how much more vivid the garlic taste is. Super.
That's the male part. That's a female part. And these are smaller.
Oh, so you got all the rubbish out of the old house today? That's Terry.
Awesome.
I hope he got all of it.
Well, he's almost to the end of needing to have everything out.
Yeah.
That's
yes,
cool.
that's exactly it, Peggy. I was the same way. I used to have hot everything. It's spicy. I can't do the heat anymore. But yeah, I can't after chemo. I can't do it. It changes your system. Yeah.
I think that's how it goes.
Oh, the other guys will empty the trash out, and then you'll hoover over and hand the keys to the landlord on Thursday. All God, but in the car. So you have to empty out the car yet, huh? Okay. Oh yeah. Mm. And I've been growing my own garlic lately, which is really nice because it doesn't have, I know it's organic. I get good organic soil. And my daughter comes and says, "Have you got any extra garlic?" She'll call me. "Can you send some up with Robert?"
There. Now that looks right.
Yay, Terry, no more trips. Yay.
That's awesome, Terry.
Yeah. And now you're on one level, Terry. You don't have to worry about the freaking stairs anymore. You got heat and air and everything. So, yay, Terry.
You don't have to hear about Terry falling and injuring himself.
At least not not on stairs anyway.
Yeah, not up on stairs. Now I got to find my tool.
My son-in-law was going to help me trim back a bush. And he looked at me and I said, tomorrow. And then that was last night. And then today he told me he's leaving and he looked at me and said, bush. And I said, next week, we're not getting the storm here. And he went and gave me a thumbs up. And I said, yeah, we got this covered. Yeah. Yeah, you just got to watch out from tripping over cats and cords and rugs. Yeah. I have garlic powder, but rarely use it. I use mostly fresh.
I want to get some garlic and roast it.
Oh, the jumbo. Do you have the roaster?
No.
I have the little roast,
I didn't say
the
I had a
roaster
roaster.
that you
I just
put
said I
in.
wanted to do this.
Oh, I have the roaster. If I grow a jumbo, I save it for that and I roast it. And my husband and I can eat that in a whole one in one sitting. We just sit there and eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of garlic. We smell like garlic for a week or two. It comes out in your skin and everything.
But it kills all that ails you.
It what?
It'll kill all that ails you.
Oh, yeah.
So they say.
Yeah.
The garlic is supposed to be nature's medicine for everything.
Yeah.
Aha, there it is. Did all
Garlic
that
and
digging.
turmeric. Garlic and turmeric are very good for you.
Turmeric. Yeah, there.
Got to find the right size.
Yeah, I think that'll roll it.
Oh, Terry. How is your wrist doing, or did you re-injure it? Twice? He said he fell down the stairs on Monday from the middle of them. Oh.
Terry.
And Brent said, night, ladies, and we'll email thank you for info.
Absolutely anytime, Brent. Thank you for stopping by. Come by anytime.
Yeah, hopefully that's your last fall from stairs, Terry. Oh, good. You didn't re-injure. He didn't hurt his wrist. How is the wrist doing? Better, I hope?
Yeah. Not sure. It's not big enough yet.
Yes, it's doing better. Good deal, Terry.
Just placing leather so I can poke this piece through.
Yeah, it'll still hurt. It'll be at least 6 to 8 weeks, Terry, if not more. Depends on how fast you heal. Because you could really strain it or bruise it or whatever. Yeah, it could be smarting for quite a while. Because the wrist is crazy with all those little bones right there.
What time is it?
Oh, Brett says one thing. Where would be the best place to get a custom 2x2 leather made?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Oh, stamp.
Oh, I would use Tony at Diesel Punk Row. He's on Etsy. Dieselpunk.ro. Let me show you. Let me type it in here. As soon as I find my He has a Facebook. He's on Facebook. He's on Etsy. He has his own webpage. He's in Romania. He is awesome. He does a lot of awesome. He creates awesome patterns, but also does awesome videos that go with them. I use a lot of Tony's patterns because I do not like patterning myself. Which reminds me, I need to put a label in this baby when I get done.
Yeah. You put it in both. Oh, you're going to put it in the hats? I mean, the skulls?
Yeah, I guess I should, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah, kind of. Terry says, does he tidy desks too? Terry's getting on you about your desk again, Tori.
I'm gonna make ugly signs with my hands at Terry. Ooh. Guess I wasn't holding that well enough.
Evidently not. Oh, Scully's here. She showed him a little while ago. He's off to the right. At least he was. I think she put him back there.
Yeah,
She didn't want him to get, She didn't want him to get hurt. Brett said, thank you. He'll look at night.
You're quite welcome.
Peggy says, Tori knows sign language. LOL. Those hand sign.
Those that know me know I don't mind sharing knowledge. I'm all about sharing what I know.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to try this anyway.
That is funny.
That piece of the snap is on there dually. It's not perfect. I need to get a good snap setter. The way I'm doing it is not the way it's intended to be done. The effects are the same.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
I used to have one, but I don't know where mine went. It was a complete tool thing. That it was like 8 inches tall or something. And it had a bottom, and you put the thing in there and you pressed it down and it did it. you know, and you put different size things in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The,
I have a
the
grommet
pushers.
press. That I do have.
You're not, honey. You're here, Renee. So welcome. You don't have to be
Hello,
sorry you're late.
Renee.
You came, and you'll enjoy what we got left. Oh, if Lisa's going on at 10, it's 9:26.
It is. So I'm going to set the rest of this snap.
I'm glad I just peeked at that, because we get chit-chatting and I forget to check time sometimes.
And on this one, I'm not punching a hole through the leather. I'm just displacing the leather. And there's actually a logic for that. It minimizes weak points, in my opinion.
Yep. Stretching that hole and moving.
And it makes the leather will grip.
Yeah, around
the post of the snap when I get it in there.
Yeah. The key word is when I get it in there.
I'll put the other one in there.
Oh, Renee said she had a procedure, came home and crashed. Oh, honey. Yeah.
Then you did exactly what you needed to do.
Yep, your body was saying, that's it, I'm done.
And that's what you should have done.
Yep. Mm-hmm. There are days after physical therapy, that's exactly what I do. Me and my ice bag. Yeah, hope everything worked with whatever procedure you had done, honey. Good outcomes.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping soon I can go to every 2 weeks for PT once she gets my shoulder blade in the right spot. Terry can't wait to have a pedicure.
Knock some more stuff over.
I had a friend that with diabetes, they had to go to a podiatrist to have a pedicure. Because I don't know exactly why, but that's what her doctor told her to do, and that's what she did. I don't know what about diabetes. What about diabetes would make you have to go to a podiatrist to have a pedicure?
You got to take care of those feet, because your feet are one of the places you would lose your feelings.
Yeah.
We got a snap.
Yay.
That's what I wanted to finish today.
Yep.
Tomorrow, I will work on putting the straps on the side, because I will cut this, which is almost dry, and make the fold over straps. I'll probably make those tonight and go ahead and mark the holes and everything to speed up the process. And then we'll put the I grabbed 2 different kinds of clippy doodles. I'll put the clippy doodles on the side. I need to switch them out and get the same kind.
Yeah, makes sense.
But we'll put these on the side.
Yep. Which one are you going to use?
I think I'm going to use these because it's the same style that's on it.
Okay. On the other one, yeah.
So I need to put this one back. I'll
Yeah.
cut the strap
I
and
told
have
her at
it
29 minutes. So
for this.
she's getting ready to do her little spiel here in a second.
So I'll get some stuff ready. We'll finish this up tomorrow and start working on the kilt panel. Yay. And then Thursday, we'll get the stuff in from Marsha. I'll do an unboxing.
If it gets there in time.
And either we might finish up the kilt panel or we might work on something else. So I'm going to finish up for tonight. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's the normal days for us to go hang out at Two Leaves in a Pod. However, sometimes Two Leaves does not go on her own channel. And oh my gosh, And so we have to pop over to Crayola's channel.
Oh, real quick to interrupt you, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Your package says they've got it. It's going to be delivered Thursday between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. noon. So you should have it for the live on Thursday. If it gets there in time. So terrificus.
So Tuesdays and Thursdays, we will either be at Two Leaves in a Pod or at Crayola the Lemurs hanging out. Tonight it's going to be Crayola, if I'm not mistaken. And because today is Tuesday, yes. And they do pop-up lives other times as well. If you're not subscribed to both channels, you should be, because they're cool. And they go on usually around 9:30 to 10 o'clock, more closer to 10 than not, most nights that they do go on. On Wednesday, we pop over to Elizabeth's Handmade Jewelry, and excuse any extra characters that might have shown up on that. Go over to Elizabeth's Handmade Jewelry where she does her sales. It's on Wednesdays, and currently she's also doing some Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. All times I'm giving you are Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time, whatever Eastern time zone we're in at this time. It's Eastern Time. And Elizabeth does sales, and the last Wednesday of the month, she does her what she calls dollar sales, where she sells things at a discounted rate. Pop on over and see what she has. She may have something you like. If so, she will gladly sell it to you. If you're an adult coming from my channel and we've spoken and you go to her channel, tell her where you came from, please, so she'll know you're a safe person. On Friday nights at 8 p.m. now, we pop over to Get Swamped. And Robbie and Z will tell us about what's been going on the farm and they'll also have whoever's volunteering that night. They will tell us about any new acquisitions or births, any new building stuff they have planned, or any construction going on,
or anything they're facing, like a hurricane.
Or stuff they're dealing with, like a hurricane. That is true. And so we pop on over there. Whether or not they're going to be on this Friday will be determined by the hurricane that's coming into them. Obviously, if they have no electricity or internet, they won't be going live. So everybody say a prayer for Florida that they don't get any major stuff going on with that. But again, that's Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Occasionally, you can catch Stacy NAT, Northern Aurora Treasures, going live selling things. Rocks, crystals, gems, oysters with pearls, 3D printed items and such. And with her is usually Flutter Yo hanging out. Flutter likes to post fishing videos and also does some rock hunting. So, because Flutter happens to live in the home of Uperlights, which are really cool UV fluorescent rocks. They glow kind of an orange color. So you should go watch their videos. And Miss Diana does all the unboxing of all the spheres in the world that she buys. She is creating an ongoing growing collection. She has some pretty cool stuff. So go check her out. If you're into miniatures and stuff, you should go check out Terry over on Facebook, where you might see little figurines, little people, cars, boats, dioramas. You never know. Right now he's moving, so he's going to have some videos of his new house that he's moving into. One day we're hoping to get him enough subs where he feels comfortable with going on the YouTube. And our own Phil, also known as CPR, aka Phil, will occasionally post videos going around town and what he's up to. So you should pop on over there. And one of our supporters, who also does buying and selling of items, is Storage Brats. So if you're looking, you should go check them out. They have some really cool stuff, and the people they sell with are really cool people as well. I consider them trustworthy. So support those who support you. It goes a long way, and that's what I do. And everybody should run on over, get yourself a snack, get yourself something to drink, get yourself a bio break before Two Leaves in a Pod starts up at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
On Crayola the Lemur.
On Crayola the Lemur's channel, which I posted in the chat. So I hope to see you all there, and I hope you have a blessed evening. Prayers up to everyone. Bye for now.
Night all.